Welcome back, crafters. We're going to carry on with the envelope folio. In the last video, we built it. And so in this video, we're going to start with, I'm going to start with this piece right here so that we can connect our envelope so that you guys can kind of see what my process is for things like this that aren't just straight cut. So let's get to it. I am using a digital paper from Nitwit Collections. I don't have the cover page, but it is the Babies First. I will put links to it. It's such a cute, this is so much fun. I use digital with this one too. You get to have so much fun playing with things, and you get so many things with the digitals. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to first of all, because it's digital paper, this process is going to take a minute, so I'm just going to quickly show you what I do. To get the most from my paper, which if you do 8.5 by 11 is perfect, because this gets cut down to 8.25 by 10.75. So I cut, because my printer prints with the border, I cut off that border, and that's what you're left with. 8.5 by 10.75. So I'm just right now cutting off all of my borders. For this one piece of paper. This could be a short video because I have a few other things I need to do today. So I may not get much time to craft, but it's early, so I am in the crafty mood. And I have company popping in later, so I want to get this done before she comes. Okay, so once you get, and there's lots of paper left over to make cards and such when you get the, when you get this done. There's lots of little scraps because it's digital paper. I can only print 8.5 by 11. I don't have the fancy 12 by 12 printer. I am quite happy with the printer that I do have, which is an Epson EcoTank 2800, I believe, which is also what printed my pictures, it's fantastic. Okay, so open it up, and the string drives me, which is why I never use it. Okay, so you're gonna measure, okay, your piece needs to be 4, we have to take off the 1/4 inch, okay, so it is 4, and, well, so when you do yours, okay, you're gonna kind of sort of do the same thing. It'll measure your width and your length, okay? So you wanna take off 1/4 inch, okay, so mine is 4 5/8, so mine is gonna be 4 1/8 by 8 5/8. Okay, and you got to measure it the right way too, right? Okay, so you've got 8 5/8 by 4 if you have directional paper. This kind of sort of isn't directional paper, but it kind of sort of is directional paper. So I want it to be this way, so I'm going to cut it this way. So I need, let's cut this one first. What did I say? 8 5/8. Now I have this piece that I can use, which is all the right way, by 4 1/8. So now you can decide whether you like, and I like these. I like the pins the diaper pins. So there. So you can use either piece. So we will possibly do that. Okay, so we'll move that cutter out of the way. Now, open this up. Okay. And I want that to go there. So I'm going to place it oh, you can't see. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide. I'm going to place it all the way up, giving me my full 1/4 of an inch. I want to make sure that I am right on my measurements. I am. Now I'm going to just flip it. I was going to say tack it, but okay, to flip it over. Okay, and this becomes a pain in your derriere because you're going to have to fussy cut. Okay, so trace that. Okay, and now we'll cut that out. You can trace it on the right side, but this way I don't have to erase anything, therefore I don't have to worry about erasing the ink if possible, right? I may have to still do some trimming. I don't think so. We'll see. I printed a couple extra sheets because I tend to make mistakes. And you'll also find, if you watch me, I sponge everything. Okay. Ribbons, paper, paper. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that is exactly how it is done. There you are. Okay, it's not like perfect, but it's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna sponge my edges, and I sponge my ink. I changed my color. It was Gathered Twig. Yes, it was Gathered Twigs. Now I changed it to Vintage Photo, which is a little bit darker. Okay, so I just have that set there. Okay, I'm just gonna sponge. And this is like I love this paper. It is my favorite one in the collection, so I'm actually gonna put it in a few places. Okay. Okay, so there it's inked. Okay, and now we're going to just stick it down. Okay, get it kind of in the right spot. Yep, I always dry fit. Another thing that you'll hear me say all the time in my videos is dry fit. Okay, adhesive. Okay, and I'm using Art Glitter Glue. That's my favorite one. Okay, just kind of get that in place. You can wiggle and jiggle if you need to. Okay, and now we're going to take that envelope. Okay, this one here. Okay, and we're going to kind of sort of use this envelope as a guide. Okay, so when you have this one together, okay, and you're going to put it so that you can see the opening, right? Opening at the top. Yeah, opening at the top. And you're going to line it up just like that. Okay, so now you can draw however you want. You can draw a pencil mark kind of where you want the glue. I'm going to kind of do that, but I'm going to put it inside where the envelope goes. Okay. Okay, so inside. Okay, so now I know that I can glue all the way around right here. Oops, got too far. Okay, then come over with your envelope, keeping it straight, gluing it down. Okay, now if you didn't get far enough with your right here, okay, just kind of lift it up, stick a little bit more glue, and then you'll have it down. This will be covered with pattern paper, so we won't have to worry about the adhesive on there. Okay, so there you have a flap. Okay, so we can do the same thing to this one here. Should have used that as a guide before I trimmed it, because I'm not going to be able to now trace it, so we have to use a different one. when all else fails, use a different flap, right? Oh, I don't have any other flaps. Uh-oh. Good thing we have more envelopes. Except I put those somewhere. So let's make a template. These are going to be pretty much all the same, so let's make a template. Okay. So, again, 1/4 of an inch up. Oops, I should cover that. Okay, 1/4 of an inch. Okay, 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and then, well, I guess they're not quite all the same. Okay, I'm just making sure that I am straight and not crooked on the top and the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to flip this over and trace. Whoopsie. Then I'll cut that out, and hopefully we have I guess I could have used the negative piece from my other one and used that as a template, but this is easier. A little close to the edge, which is okay. Okay, so let's see how we did. We did fabulous. I'm a little crooked. Well, not really, not if I place it right. Okay, so we can use this kind of as a template. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I gotta do it this way. And give myself okay, again tracing. Okay, I'll cut that out later, okay? Because I don't think we're gonna need it again. So, again, like I said, I'm gonna have this paper everywhere because I love this paper. Okay, sponging my edges. Sponging my edges. And then dry fitting to get, again, it's not going to be perfect. But it's close enough. And coming from a perfectionist, that's pretty good. See, I can admit I am a bit of a perfectionist. Ask any of my crafty friends. Okay, stick that down and we're golden. So there we have the first flap. Now, when you do put this together, right, if you want to put a photo here, right, you can. Or a different something, some other element or whatever. But this is a pocket that will fit 4x6 photo mats, which is why I chose a slightly smaller envelope so there was less moving. Okay, so there you have that one. Now, let's move on. Let me just see. Let's put this paper down here as well. And that'll show you how I am going to decorate. Let me see show you how I'm going to cut this, okay? So it's going to be a process of elimination, most likely. Okay, so first of all, you're going to measure the size that you need, okay? So whatever your envelope is, if you're using round envelopes, that's fine. So mine is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. So I'm just going to take another one of those, but I'm going to just use my trimmer instead of my craft knife. It's not going to be exact because my printer prints a little crooked. So I will be cutting some of the pattern off. But it's quicker because I want to get that one more done before I end this video. And then you guys can craft away. Well, that's all kinds of crooked right there. Yeah, well. There. Okay, so now what did I say? I needed 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. Okay, 8 3/4 by, what did I say? 5 3/4. I want I'm going to have to cut those away, so I'm going to because this is sort of non-directional directional paper I'm going to flip that upside down. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so it's going to go here like this, first of all, okay? But you can't see where we're going, right? So I'm going to cheat, okay? I'm going to close that up, and I'm going to I want to tuck it in this way because I want to keep those. Okay, I'm going to tuck it in here. I'm going to line it up right up against my score line, but I want to make sure that I have 1/8 of an inch that you can see, 1/8 of an inch on either side. And I apologize if my head is in the way, but I have to be precise. Okay. Oh no, wait. Okay, to do this I was wrong. Okay, go right over, okay, right along your edge. Okay, right along your score line, but push it all the way to the one side, and then you're going to trace your line on the opposite side. Okay, so like this, okay, and then just do a little, and then you're going to push it all the way to the other side, okay, lining it up, and then you're going to trace, and then a little. Okay, now you pull it out, and you see what you have there. Okay, now I'm just going to connect those little lines here, giving me my straight line. Okay, like so. Okay, and then we're going to cut that out. And then hopefully I'm right. Okay, so we're just going to cut that pencil mark. And I know the pencil mark is on the pattern paper this time, and that's quite all right. Because if you cut close enough, when you sponge, that will cover that up. And we could do a template here, but if your envelope is in a slightly different place, it won't work. So you don't want to do a template with this, doing it like this. Okay. Now the test. Okay, open up your envelope. Okay. And look at that. Absolutely perfect. Because I'm on camera. Shoo! Okay, on a sponge. Okay. Sponge all of your edges. So how many of you are, I don't know how else to say it, fans of mine who have been here and who have made projects of mine? How many of you are now sponging that never used to sponge? Who is a newcomer to my video, and what do you think? Or to my videos, to my channel? Okay, so I'm gonna just open this up so that I can get it flat. Okay, and then I can see where I'm going here, right? Okay, there you have me, dry fitting, always dry fit. Adhesive wet glue will stick to this, but the quickest way to do it is with tape. So I use a combination, excuse me, of tape and, oh, excuse me, wet glue. Have a sip of coffee. That'll help. Much better. Okay, so I'm just going to stick a piece of tape here along the one edge. Then when I get it into place, I can stick that down and I can lift it up. Or I can, which is what I'm probably going to do, is wet glue everything but, okay? Keep all of your scraps because you just never know. Okay, so wet glue all of your edges. Try not to get too close to your edges because you'll have wet glue spew out everywhere. And that can be a pain in the butt. Okay, so once you're happy with its position, okay, then you can lift that up and peel your tape backing. Okay, and there it is stuck down. Okay, so there, now you know. I probably won't come back and do the rest of the video unless, of course, in the meantime, somebody says, no, we want to see the whole matting process. I won't. I am just going to continue on and mat. So let me know what you want to see, whether you want to see the whole matting process or just if this is good. Because for now, which I'm going to probably be busy for the rest of the week, for now this is going to be where it sits. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back again. Happy crafting, everybody.